Good afternoon, Plum here, playing World of Tanks, although, you know by the thumbnail, I am not playing World of Tanks, I'm watching World of Tanks. And for your delight, we're going to have face cam again. This is a head-to-head. This is a pair of E25 games. First one, the Swedish Tank Driver. This chap has sent me quite a few replays in a bulk delivery. And we've already featured one of them on a head-to-head. Now we're going to feature another one because yesterday evening I got sent another E25 game that on paper is as good as this game. And this is a very good game of E25 gameplay. Obviously not detected. 351 meters, he shouldn't get detected I don't think at this range. As far as that guy's aware, he's just being hit by something. He doesn't know what. It's E25. If you're being hit by something, you don't know what it is, probably an E25, let's be honest. It's more than 300 meters away, you're probably not going to get detected. Oh, that guy's not learning his lesson, is he? Why would you poke? Disappear and get out of there. Swedish Tank Driver, you can see the colour of his name up there in kind of turquoise. He's a very, very good player. Working over the IS-3, we'll take a quick look. He's got a nice a win rate of 1974. Which is very, very good. I can only dream of getting stats that high. So a very capable player. I've watched him play his ELC, platooned with the guy, and yeah, he is proficient in a fast, lightly armoured tank. Struggling to pair him, we are firing APCR at the IS-3, finally do some damage, and artillery does the rest. It almost looked then like he almost had his number, the IS-3 was pointing his gun right at him, but manages to pull that one off. You don't even need camouflage on an E25. You don't need that buff. Working over the AMX. If we can just track him there, that would be really, really nice. Starts moving around a bit. Makes it a little bit tricky. We ain't even aiming these shots. We are just throwing shots out like they're going out of fashion. Shells? Who needs them? Just giving them away. The Swedish Tank Driver is having a shell giveaway. You don't even have to pay him. There you go, there's one. Does a crit. Map's looking, it's almost like a north-south divide almost. They've got this T-34 and Indian Panzer on our team up there. And everyone else is this side of the AMX. Ooh, E25. 951 damage reported so far, no kills. Is he going to kill all of the other tanks on the enemy team? I cannot remember how many tanks he kills, but it's quite a few. Wouldn't that be something? I don't think he can do, can he? How many tanks are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tanks left. Well, we've lost another one. He's changing tack, he's heading to the south. Yeah, the south is wide open. If he can get into a position where he can put that gun to work. He's showing his backside to the south now. He's showing his contempt for the south, for the map. He's just like, I don't care, look at my butt. I got better things to shoot at. Oh, unlucky then. I mean, this gun is very accurate over range. It only just misses normally, it doesn't miss wildly. The match coming up is the TheBigBison, better known as Scrappy Coco, does my mod pack for me. So get excited, mate. You're into a head-to-head. T-32, this is a tricky spot for the E25. I don't think it really likes fighting at this kind of range, close quarters to a T-32. Just sat behind a ridge, you've almost got to hope that the team take him out and allow you to move. It wouldn't be so bad if he was on his own, but he's not. He's got his best friend, his bigger brother, the T-34, to back him up. So this is going to be tough. He is just cresting that ridge, taking his chances, wiggling his gun, trying to get his tank into play. One more into him. Good stuff. Right, where were you shot from? There's that Bulldog. Bulldog might be coming for him. He might be going for the AMX-12T up to the north, I'm not sure. Scores are nearly level. We've still got no kills. Surely he kills the rest. Wow, this T-32 is completely focused on our flag area. he's not giving this E25 the time of day, and that's his mistake, because the rate of fire, every 2.5 seconds, one more, he's unwilling to take that risk of taking another shot, this time from a KV4. Ouch. The little E25 just goes back into his little hole like a spider. Good choice, mate. Get out of there. Relocate. Disappear. Use that tank's stealthy ability to just disappear and get shots on enemy targets. Still no kills. I'm surprised at the score he gets, that he didn't get more kills than what he's obviously going to get. Only 4 tanks left. 2 artillery. Heavy tank and a medium tank. Got my trusty cup of tea. What I normally have when I'm doing a head-to-head. Now in a couple of sticks of licorice. You'll always find me with some licorice somewhere within about 100 yards of me. There'll be some licorice. Big fan of the stuff. Well, this is fun. We found the artillery. You can probably take your time. Just calmly work these guys over. He panics, takes his shot. RNG might have been on that guy's side. Maybe he might have landed the shot, but the odds were it was going to miss. He was moving up and down a slope, so I'm not sure licorice and tea is a good combo, you know. Oh, this is perfect. T69 gets taken out. We've only got 1 kill, and now it's all down to the KV4, isn't it? Yeah. And that's a perfect situation. The KV4 is sat there tracked. He's focused on this AMX-12T that's making a mockery of his slow-moving turret. The KV Fortress is going down. We are using up our last few rounds of APCR. At least he had the sense to move over from his APCR. Ooh, we finally get 2 kills. Good stuff. I thought we got both those artillery pieces. Anyway, so that was a pretty intense game in the E25 for the Swedish tank driver. An awful lot of firing of that gun. If he wasn't trying to get out of the way of someone shooting at him, he seemed to be firing the gun. So reported 3,960 damage. Right, let's roll over into BigBison's game and see what he can do. So, welcome to the second match in the E25. This is the BigBison, better known as Scrappy Coco, and he has been providing me with a mod pack for the last couple of months. So, I'm always saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that, Scrappy Coco, aka BigBison. I do appreciate it. It's really nice having someone do that for me. So this is your match in the E25. Very comparable statistics to the match we've just seen. You'll see that they both score incredibly highly in their respective matches in these little tanks now. BigBison is platooned with Benq's Nosake, both from the Cirque 2 clan, and they're moving up to this rather traditional spotting position, doing almost exactly what Swedish Tank Driver did at the start of his match, trying to engage tanks at over 300 meters and not get detected. It's a sneaky little devil, this E25. I said it before, it would make an excellent mouse for your mouse and keyboard. Look at it, it's crying out to be a mouse. Get a ricochet, unbelievable. Now there is a little bit of interest to watch out for at about the 12.5-minute mark, I think it is, he put in his email that he sends in. I think it's to do with that MT25, so we've got to watch for that. Should be approaching the moment within the minute. But it could well be the moment that swings this as the heads-to-heads, because they should be very close, but this could be his little moment where we all think, that was pretty cool. This will be the one that wins it. There's the MT25. I think it's to do with a Cromwell, an MT25 and a Cromwell. Right, the MT25 is moving towards a Cromwell. So it's all going as he said it would. Why would he lie? Tasty stuff. The AMX ELC is caught out in the open. You don't want to get caught out in the open in the ELC. That's just not good. However you want to rub it, it's not good. Alright, we've lost 4 tanks. They've only lost 1. One tank that BigBison's been able to kill. And they are coming for him. So we've got to watch what happens here very, very carefully. Gets a ricochet. There it was. Did you see that? He fired. The shot ricocheted off the side of the Cromwell. I'll go back. Go back 10 seconds. The shot ricochets off the side of the Cromwell's turret and hits the MT-25 and blows up. I'll slow it down. Nothing happens on the first shot, as I recall. Alright. Slow it down, slow it down. 1/16. And here comes the shot. Watch the MT-25 on the right hand side of the screen. We are loaded. We get ready to fire. Come on, fire. Fire! And we fire. There goes the ricochet. And the MT-25 is destroyed. I'm yet to do that in the game. Do a ricochet and kill another enemy tank. Shooting round corners made easy by the BigBison. I always feel sorry now for the Swedish tank driver, because you almost to make it fair, he should have done a ricochet in his game. Why didn't you? Because it's near impossible to pull off. So that would make my tanking year complete if I managed to pull off a ricochet. Anyway, it's not looking so good, is it? We've lost quite a few more tanks than the enemy team. 3 more in fact. And they've got enemy tanks in our base. But luckily the Leopard's going to oblige and hound our artillery and die. Saved our artillery from a grisly death. Cromwell's still knocking about. Can we get that kill as well? He's still mucking about with his platoon mate. They're both up here still. And this AMX. Yeah, that's probably not a bad decision, you know, to go down and get that Stug. Okay, SU-100 is up. KV-4 is going to detect him when he fires. Yeah, I imagine the Stug's turning for a shot. Get back. What is the Stug looking at? No, sorry, the SU. I don't mess around with the camera when I watch these replays. I've never seen this before, and I tend just to leave them as they are, so we can see what they saw. Oh, it's a wreck. There's a glitch. Oh, it's a tank he shot originally. And he's on fire. One more, please. Good stuff. Benq's no sake. His teammate gets the kill on the KV-1. They still got 1 more tank than us. 2 more tanks than us. Okay. There's still a Tiger 1 over at the base. Just been detected. You can probably get over to that Tiger 1, come right up behind his gun, whichever way his gun's facing, be opposite it, and get your shots off before he can turn it around, hopefully. With so few hit points left. The Hummel's going to have a good day to hit him. So Benq's has gone off to the north. Obviously we're sticking with the BigBison. Let's go tiger hunting. Hopefully we can find this tiger and catch him unawares. Ah, nuts. At least we are coming in directly at his gun. Get 1 off, get 2 off, just keep him in front of you. Take no damage from that shot. I think the E25 is just too low. Good job, that's 6 kills between them, 4 kills to the BigBison. I expect he's still reeling from his ricochet. He probably rode that little high of ecstasy from doing that shot for the rest of his gaming session, I imagine. Benq is in trouble, and he's down. Benq is down. Benq is down. We are still outgunned by, is it 1 tank? 2 tanks. Still, there's still a deficit to deal with. Dang, he's getting around this map well. He's finding all these little spots and locations where enemy tanks keep appearing, and he can just get a sneaky shot off. He was unlucky, I think, to get detected then. Let my stand a bit too long. A bit tepid. That's perfect. Oh, I think he was going for the tracking shot then. He did appear to be aiming at the tracks, waiting for that rear wheel to come into play. Don't know if the SU-100 is a rear wheel drive or a front wheel drive. And he's coming back. Well, we'll take that, please. 1 more. Oh. There's a rock in the way. Manages to pull that shot off. Camilo 555555. Has he got a stutter, that guy? 5 kills. We're still 1 tank down. They do have a lot of artillery though, but this Crusader can't tell where he is. realises there's a bit of trouble on his flanks, comes to help. This will take 3 more shots. Unless a T-3485 can put one into him and make it a bit easier. No, it is going to take several more. And there we go. Saves his teammate. So it's just him now and the T-3485. 6 kills. Puts one into the side of the Crusader. He might still be there. It is worth it. Yes, he was. He was still there. Did he track him? I'm not even going to try and pronounce that dead guy. Okay, so they have got left a Hummel, an Su-100 and a GW Panther. The SU is camping that ridgeline somewhere. He has got binocs. They've just engaged and immediately illuminate the bewildered Su-100 who's about to take a hit. I think he's waiting for artillery to get this guy. Is he? No, he doesn't know where he is. Detected the Hummel. Now he's moving. Yeah, good time to fire because his reticules can be all over the shop. This guy is sat out in the open, taking a bit of a chance. One more, 2 seconds and he's dead. 8 kills. Still 2 artillery left in the game. Oh, oh, I only get 1 more. Can we get a Radley Walters out of this? I think he's already got one, hasn't he? I think it's 8. I might be wrong. I don't get them often enough to have a inherent knowledge of these medals. I think it's 8. You get the Radley Walters. If I had more of them, I'd probably know, but I don't. So we are now arty hunting, and he has been detected. Ram him! Did he get him by ramming then? I think he shot him. It looked like he slowed right down. I think you could have rammed him. So there's a great game by the TheBigBison. What a ricochet. That was something else. Let's move over to their results screens and see how they did on paper and pick a winner. And so welcome to the results screen, and we have on the left hand side the first match, the TheSwedishTankDriver. On the right hand side we have the second match, the TheBigBison. And interesting reading actually on these results screens. If I go to the team scores, you'll see that the TheSwedishTankDriver got 1600 XP. TheBigBison 1469, so 130 shy on in terms of XP. He was also shy on damage done, 3486 compared to 3960. However, a whopping difference in actual kills achieved. Kills mean nothing in World of Tanks regards XP. It's all about doing damage and doing spotting, and they're the things that get big rewards. Kills get you some extra points, but certainly not as much as just doing damage overall, which is probably where the deficit is in XP earned, because the TheSwedishTankDriver obviously did just shy of 4,000. We got 3,500 for the TheBigBison. And we got a mark of distinction, another one, for the TheSwedishTankDriver. I think your barrel's going to have to get longer to support all of these marks of distinction, mate, because you're getting loads. Both got their race tankers, a couple of ribbons each. Confederate, obviously doing a lot of damage to a lot of tanks and high caliber. We also managed to pick up Naden's medal and the Radley Walters for 8 or 9 kills and high caliber and Top Gun, obviously. So on paper, you'd assume that the TheSwedishTankDriver had the better match, and I suppose he did on paper. But in terms of watching it, it all rested on that ricochet, I'm afraid. I am going to give this one to the TheBigBison, just for that one little moment of glorious RNG. It's a wonderful thing when it happens, and of course I knew it was going to happen because he outlines it in the description below, but seeing it happen, I thought the tanks would be a lot closer together. I didn't think it would be about 6 tank lengths away, that MT25, so frankly ridiculous. If it wasn't for that shot, that would be a lot tougher to call. I think I would probably still give it to the TheBigBison actually. He seemed to have much more of a struggle on his hands. The last half of that match he was all over the place trying to find positions and shots on, and he used the E25's camouflage rating and staying invisible beautifully at the end there on the SU when he just sat in the bush looking at it, and he was totally undetected. They both drive that tank exceptionally well, both very good players in those matches. So commiserations to TheSwedishTankDriver. Sorry mate, that's the second head-to-head you've been in. Did you win the last one? don't think you did. I'm really sorry if that's the second time you've done it and you haven't actually been able to pull out, in my opinion, a win. But this is often the way. It's the match with lower scores that actually I preferred watching. Keep sending them in though, please, because you do send in some incredibly good matches and you are a very talented tank driver. So yeah, happy to award that one to the TheBigBison. Quick detailed report. They both fired 46 shots. Direct hits 35, direct hits 38 for the Swedish tank driver, so he did manage to land a couple more. Damage due to assistance, 2,000 damage due to his assistance on the Swedish tank driver, only 125. Much smaller, kind of more condensed map though. Less likely to get those sort of shots where people are hitting tanks further away. Oh yeah, cracking couple of games. Really enjoyed watching those. Thank you for sending them in. If you've got a cracking match, I do like to see lots of medals, pins and ribbons and ace tankers for these head-to-heads. I want to try and show you guys what can be achieved in World of Tanks when you have an absolute blinding match. So thanks for sending those in, guys. That just leaves to roll over to a very, very quick tank window. And welcome to another tank window. This is Gentleman DZ1991. If that rings a bell, it's because he has been on tank window before. But like, was it Drive-By Tank? He has moved. So he is perfectly within the rules of tank window to send me in another one because everything's changed. He sent me an email with some notes on it, and it says here, where he lives now is to the north of Algeria. It is called Constantine, and it is a historical city founded by Emperor Constantinus during the Byzantine Empire occupation of North Africa. And he's moved so he can graduate doing his master's degree in architecture next year, which means he needs to stay near the university in which he studies. So that's his setup. He had a laptop before, but now he's got himself a PC, and he's keeping the laptop for doing all of his studies and so forth. So now he's got a much better machine for doing gaming on, particularly World of Tanks. So it's a hot country because I can see that the floor there is made of stone. Whew. Love hot countries to visit. So his second picture here is the building in which he rents. I did say in my reply to him when he sent me this how amazing the architecture looked on some of these buildings. You'll see another shot in a minute where it is really fantastic. Old historical cities. Absolutely fascinating places to visit. And the next one is a unique view he has of the cliffs of a river called Rommel. That is pretty amazing shot. Might be some sort of soft rock cliff face that's been worn away over the years, and that kind of does look Byzantine to me for some reason. Got some is that a factory down there? Kind of looks like it. I bet you get some foolish idiots trying to climb that. I certainly wouldn't. But what a view! It goes down even further. It's like a bottomless pit. And the next is the street next to his neighbourhood, which is, I guess, part of that view we just saw. Doesn't look quite as hot today, although that looks like a racing track with the side curbing painted red and white. I'm expecting to see a Formula 1 car come screaming around that corner any second. Anyway, thanks for sending those in, Gentleman DZ1991, much appreciated. If anyone who's already sent in the tank window, who knows how easy it is, has moved. I don't suppose it happens very often, but if you have, then feel free to send in another one, and we can see where you've moved to. I do need more. Please keep sending them in, and I hope you enjoyed that head-to-head with the E25s. A couple of cracking matches there. Keep on sending in your replays. The more you send in, the better chance you get that I'll actually feature it on the channel. So keep your heads down, drink plenty of water, and I'll play tanks again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.